Hey all, Bridget Bartlett here with Visual Marketing and Design, and today we are live inside of our team training where we are live Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I am really excited about this training today. I have actually wanted to know how to do this for a couple years now, and I just figured this out. So like everything, I cannot wait to share with you what I discovered. So if you have ever done live webinars and you know that I am live Monday through Friday, so I do 5 webinars a week, you know that it's really great to have a broadcast page. But if you want to utilize all of the traffic that you get on YouTube, as well as having that webinar style page, then you understand it's kind of a challenge, not just to get the video, because we can embed any YouTube video, but it's the live chat. So you can see right now, this is today's live video. And if I refresh the screen here, now that I am live, if I click play, then you will see now it is streaming live, and you'll see that Philip and Maria are here. Hello. And they are watching on YouTube and commenting on YouTube, and that is why it's showing up here. So knowing how to do this opens up a world of possibilities. This is just a simple web page. I'm not using any third-party software, nothing. I'm just using the free info that we get from YouTube, and then I am embedding it into an element on the website. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to embed the live event, not just in a video, okay, because it's actually a different code that you use the live video, which means that if I have another live stream that is scheduled after this one, then when this video ends, it will be that next event that shows up here. Okay, so that will automatically happen. And then once the live chat is over, it will actually end the chat, and then it will you will need to update the code to add the new videos chat. So this would basically be like your broadcast page. So monkeydough.com says, how did you create the pop-up list on the right as well? If you want to go to bridgetbartlett.com, you can actually register for all my free training. This is actually one of our reseller tools, and then I show how to use that as well. And actually, since we're on our page here, this is the Elmatic, so you can create a free account here, and there's a demo video that there as well, and that is bridgetbartlett.com. Okay, so before we can do this, obviously we need to create a YouTube event. Okay, so what you need to do is go to YouTube, and this is my channel. You want to click in the top right corner. Now you may, and YouTube has changed this a lot, and it's been a while since I had under 100 subscribers, but I'm not sure if you can go live if you have less than 100 subscribers. So I'm not quite sure about that. But if you do have the option to go live, you can choose here, and then you can actually schedule out. I'm actually live on YouTube. So you can actually schedule your stream here. Okay, now once you have scheduled your live stream, let me cancel this and go back to my page here. You'll be able to see your video here. Okay, so this is tomorrow's event, and I'm actually going to show you guys how to use the information from tomorrow's event, because we're already live on this event right now. Okay, or this event. Okay, so once you create your live event, you'll see here that it says live in 23 hours. They have the ability to click notify me, and you can see that there is a share code here. Now, if we go into the resource area, and this is free, if you guys register at bridgetbartlett.com for the free training, you'll see go to the training module. This is in the series called Create and Host Webinars, and this specific module or video training is embed YouTube videos and live chat into your website. Okay, so this is the actual video that we're talking about, or that we're working on right now. So this is technically live streaming. If we click there, you can see that it's actually live streaming, but it does not have the chat. That's always the challenge with the chat. Okay. So There is a code right here that you can manipulate to get the result that you want. Okay, you'd never have to change anything in this code unless it is red. Okay, now I'm going to break this down to you. And if you're like, what? It's a code. I'm so overwhelmed. I'm going to make this so simple that my 5-year-old niece could figure it out. Okay, so don't get overwhelmed. It's so simple. Now, if you look at this code here, we have these brackets here, then it says width equals, and then you'll see 560 by 316. All this means is this is the size of the video that we're going to put on our website. So this is the same as like if you're creating an image and you want to put it on the website, you just want to decide what size of video do I want this to be. In this example, it's 560 by 316. Okay. Now you have all of this other info that is you don't even need to care about it. And then it says paste channel ID here. Okay, so everywhere that there is red text, we need to get the channel ID. Now you only have to do this one time because once you get the channel ID, it's going to pull in this code, it's going to pull in every live video that you do. Okay, so it's not just one video. That one video is great for like adding to a membership area because of course you never want to change it. But when you are creating a broadcast page for your webinars and you want to use YouTube, you want that to update every single time with the newest video. Okay, so to get your channel ID, what you need to do is go into, you can actually go to your settings here. And if you look up in the URL, I actually have, let me pull this down just so that you can see. If you look in the URL, here is the channel ID. Okay, now let's go back here. So we have the channel ID, which is, let me grab that again. Sorry, I know switching between screens, it's like hard on your eyes. Okay, so that channel ID is what we want to paste here. Now let's go ahead and build this out together. Okay, so I'm going to grab this notepad here, and then I'm going to paste that channel ID here so I don't have to go get it again. And I'm just going to copy all of this code. All right, now I want to show you how to manipulate this because you guys know if you've ever seen any of my videos, I'm not just trying to show you paste here, paste here. I want you to understand how all of this works so that you can troubleshoot and you can be confident that this coding thing is not a big deal to you. Okay, I'm not an expert coder, but I can figure things out. Okay, we're all logical thinkers. All right, so I'm going to take this channel ID here and I'm going to copy, and then you can see I don't need to change any of this. If I wanted to change the height and the width, I could do that, but you see here it's not required. Okay, we can use that height and width, and then we want to change everything in the red text so it's after the equal sign before the quotations. So I'm going to go over here after the equal sign before the quotations. So all of those letters here that say paste channel ID here, and then I am going to Control V to paste. Okay, so that's all I need to do there for that code. Now I can paste this anywhere that I want my I want my live streams to broadcast to. Okay, now I don't need to come back and edit this. Once I have put it wherever I want it to go, it's going to update every time I have a live stream that is either scheduled or that is streaming. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's build out the live chat. Okay, so I'm going to just copy this as well. Now the live chat is dependent upon the video. Okay, so I'm going to copy this here. And again, when we're looking at the size here, the 520 and 316, you can play with that however you want to get the size that you, whatever custom size you're looking for. And then you'll see here, paste ID here. Okay, so that red text that says paste ID, video ID here, what we need to do is go back now to our event, and I'm going to go to video hosting, which is what we're talking about tomorrow, and I'm going to go to share. Now, there's a couple places that you can find the video ID, okay? One of the places is up here in the URL. You can see V equals, and then we have this video ID, okay? We also can go into the share link, and you'll see if we copy this link to share this video with someone, we have the same video ID there before the question mark. Okay, we also can see the video ID by clicking embed. And if you look in this funky code here, if we scroll down where the link is, you can see we have the video ID here as well. Okay, so there's all the places that you can find this specific video ID. Okay, so we want to make sure that when we do have another event coming up and a new webinar that we're going to stream, and we want to capture those comments while it's streaming on YouTube, the YouTube comments on our broadcast page, we want to make sure that we're grabbing the correct video ID so that it pulls in that chat. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this now. And if we go back to our little recipe here, I'm going to click and open up my board. So you'll see paste video ID here. I'm going to highlight all of that text, and then I'm going to do Control V to paste. Okay, so now I've pasted in the video ID. The next thing that I need to do is paste the domain here. Okay, so what this means is this is the domain that you're going to be broadcasting this on. If it's inside your membership area, in my example, it would be training.myvisionagency.com. This same video and chat is broadcasting on bridgetbartlett.com right now. So on that page, when I embedded that video there, it is bridgetbartlett.com. If it's inside my membership area, it's training.myvisionagency.com. So whatever you want it to be broadcasting on, you need to put that domain there. So let's say bridgetbartlett.com. I would just put this here, bridgetbartlett.com. Of course, you want to spell it right, which is a challenge for me. Now, that's all that I need to do to edit these two, okay? I can worry about the sizes here once I get to my actual page or membership area or whatever. But in true Vision style, I have given you a little cheat sheet here. So when you are adding to the website on the desktop, okay, because really, anytime you're working with codes and like iframes, things like that, you almost always have to create a version for the desktop and a version for the mobile. Okay, and that is just because when you're sharing on mobile, it will almost overlap and it looks really funky. And if you're getting that result, it's because you need to basically hide and then show the mobile version. And I'm going to show you all of that in just a second, okay? And then also in the membership areas for the video, the width seems to work out for 719, as tall as 420, and then the same here, 720 by 420 for the live chat, okay? And then of course in a blog, you have this option. Now, this is all of the information that you need to rock and roll on all of these areas. So let's talk about now the actual live chat. So I'm going to click here to open up the live broadcast page. And this is the page that, let me find it here. Oops. This is the page that we're viewing right now. Okay, so let's dive into the back end of that page, and you'll see that there's actually just a row here with 2 columns, and the element that you need to pull in. So if I was going to pull this in, I would do like 1 column, add an element, and then you need the element that says custom JS HTML. Okay, so that is, you need to have 2 separate places, one where you're going to do the video and one where you're going to do the live chat. Okay, so I'm going to delete this now. And then here in the video, if we click here to open this up, you can also click here to show. But remember, this is in a preview. This is actually not on the same domain, and that's why the chat will not show live. It needs to be streaming from the actual page, which is this page here. To actually show live. All right, so we are actually this page right here, the back end, we are here. But you can see on the preview, it's not showing, only on the live page. And that is because we had to enter in our domain that it's going to show. Okay, so on the video, if you click here to open, you'll see that we literally pasted the code that we created here. Okay, so this is the exact code that makes all of my live streams show up in this element here. Now in the live chat here, if we click here, you'll see that this is the code. So we have the 520 height, we have our YouTube video, we have the video code here that we embedded, and then you also see there's the domain. Okay, so that's how all of that works. Now, I said to create the mobile version, you can see here, if I click over to mobile, it actually looks good, right? I mean, obviously this isn't showing right now, but you'll see that I have showing one version, but if I click here to show also the desktop version, now Well, it should be duplicated. I love when I made a lot. Oh, that's showing on the desktop. So let's do, oops. Okay, I may have just messed myself up. Okay, I love when I'm live and I lose my footing here. Okay. So you want to make sure that basically what you're doing is creating. Let me go back to desktop and see what I did. Okay. So what you want to do is basically duplicate this. All right. So what I would do is simply duplicate, and then I would want to hide one of them on desktop and one of them on mobile, and then I would want to manipulate the code. Okay. So I'm going to create the desktop version of my code on this version. Then when I go to mobile, then I'm going to create the mobile version code. And you can see if I click here and open this up, that it is different settings, okay? Because, you know, a typical width of the screen, maybe 360 by 220, or I'm sorry, 200 is the height, all right? So that's how you do that to make sure that you are live streaming on your broadcast page. So this can be any page, all right? Now, once you figure out the code part, what's really, really cool is now you can use that for so many other things. For example, let's go over here. You can see in the blog, all right? Now, one good use case of this, and what I love is the idea of using blogs like for replays. And you could do something like maybe on your main blog page, you have your live stream, like the page that I just showed you how to create. And then when you click in each of these blog posts, it will, you can have the replay stored there. But if you did want to create your actual live streaming on a blog post page, you could easily do that. And you can see I did this as an example. So we have our image here, we have this webinar, and you can see that this is the video that is live streaming now. And then here are all of the same comments. Okay. So I do see that Ray is here and Frankie and Website Creations. Hello, hello. So this is what it looks like in the blog post. Okay, so we're basically doing the same thing. If you go inside the blog, and then you go to blogs here, you will see that now we have the page editor. So you just want to create a post. Now, in this example, you could use two elements. Okay, we're just going to insert the code here, and it's going to put a box there. So if I wanted to add, for example, this code, I could paste that there and insert code. I could do that. Let's go back. But with a blog, let's go back here. There are elements here, so you can insert the video in the YouTube video here. What I love about the blog is, especially if you are wanting it to look great on mobile, since this is like a new software that we're using, I would definitely choose to use the video element of that specific video. And then, which that's easy to do, you just copy this link and then you paste into the video element here, okay? And then in the live chat, you do the same thing, the same code as this code here. Okay, you just want to make sure. Now, what's really good, and really you shouldn't have to do this. Most blog builders have the comment section in a blog. And that would be definitely the best method if you want to put this in your blog. Now, of course, on the broadcast page, you want the live information. But if you're using this to kind of store your videos and blogs in a blog form, you could just insert the video here, and then you could turn the comments on. That will be released very, very soon. And then that way, all of your comments will stay with the same video. Okay, so that's a great way to organize, categorize all of your videos. Okay, another way to categorize and broadcast your videos is inside a membership area. So you can see here, I've created a sample membership area, and you could have a webinar where you are live in your membership area so that only the people who have access to that specific membership area or offer will be able to view and comment on the live screen. Of course, this option here, you are utilizing YouTube, so you have to stream publicly to YouTube. But if you did want to have a training area like webinars here, where you've created a separate module here. You could do join us live. So in this area, it's going to be the same, whatever you're doing live, right? So this is we're going to update this every single time that we're going live. And then maybe you want to add the replays here in the module below. Okay, so that's just some things to hopefully get you thinking about how you can utilize this super, super cool code. So I do want to get to your questions. It looks like a lot of them here. So hello, Ray and Frankie. Let's see. Rob says, can you put HTML boxes in the membership area? If you click here, you'll see here is where the code is. So we just paste the code that we have into the box here, and then that's what gives us this result. So super, super simple. What's really good about that is basically the code the only thing that you would change in this code is simply where it says V equals here, because that is specific for that video. So if you are updating this every day, you don't have to do anything with any of this code, just the video ID for the chat. That's all you need to do. Super, super cool. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Before you go, if you have questions, join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. See you there.